Hi, it's Charlee Atkins, and in this session, we're gonna work your whole body to build muscle, burn fat, and make you stronger. You'll need 1 pair of dumbbells. We're using 5 and 8 pounds. I have Abia demonstrating modification and using 5-pound weights, and I have Meagan showing more of the advanced options using the 8-pound weights. Now make sure to start a workout on your Fitbit tracker or smartwatch so you can monitor your heart rate and calories burned. Are we ready to get started?
So ready.
Okay, before we fully sweat, let's take some deep breaths. Go ahead and put one hand on your belly button, the other hand on your chest. With the eyes closed, you're gonna inhale, fill up the belly button, fill up the lungs, and then exhale. Take another deep breath in, fill up the belly, fill up the lungs, and then exhale. 2 more just like that. Deep breath in, fill up the belly, lungs, exhale. Last one on a 5 count, inhale on a 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale on a 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then open the eyes. So we're gonna start with some ankle rockers. We're gonna come all the way up onto our toes, and then we're gonna rock back to our heels. Coming up to toes, rocking back on the heels. Just warming up the ankles for some movement today. I'm not telling you, but I'm warning you, there might be some jumps.
Okay.
So we just wanna make sure that the ankles are nice and warm, right?
Yes.
Rocking back, coming up to the toes, core stays engaged, activating the calves to lift you up. Rocking back, coming forward, back. Good, now stand up nice and tall. Go ahead and hold onto your core, make sure that it's nice and stable, and then just lift the right knee up. Keep the right knee up there, core stable, bring right knee down, and then lift left leg up. Good, balancing on the right leg, switching sides again, we're just lifting one knee up, keeping the chest up, core engaged, lowering down, left knee comes up. Now Abia, go ahead and stay there. Meagan and I are gonna do a straight leg lift, so same thing with the straight leg, slowly lowering down. Left side, same thing, straight leg. From here, if you wanna stick with the bent knee, you can. Otherwise, you can take the straight leg, but really making sure to activate the core. Let's do the right side and the left side one more time. And then what I want you to do is move quick. Hands out front, quick feet. So we're just moving back and forth on the balls of our feet, reaching hands out in front of us, almost as if there's a wall and we're just pushing it away, right? Oh, yeah. Then you're gonna go ahead and pump the arms like you're running down the street. See if you can bring the feet a little bit closer together and then a little bit farther apart. Now go ahead and reach the hands out in front of you again. Quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. Pushing, yeah. Now go ahead and pull the elbows in, start to pump the arms again. Quick feet for another 5 seconds, a little faster for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and break. We're gonna face the right wall. You're gonna balance on your left leg. Right knee is gonna come back, and then all you're gonna do is lift up, right knee comes up towards chest, extend right leg back again, lifting up, standing tall. Modification if you need it, you're just gonna tap the right toe back. Otherwise, you're letting that right leg float, balancing on the left leg. Coming up for 3, reaching back for 2, one more, 1, and then let's switch legs. So right leg is planted, left foot's going back, and then left knee is coming up. So your opposite arm and your opposite leg are moving opposite of each other. Reaching back with the left, knee comes up to chest, modification if you need it, tap the back toe, lifting knee up. Let's do one more of these, bringing left knee up and then facing forward again. From here, all we're gonna do is we're gonna come on down to the mat onto our backs, have the heels be mat width apart, palms by the side, and then all I want you to do is drop both knees over towards the left side. Good. And then switch sides. How does that feel?
Feels really good.
Yeah. See if you can press the lower back into the mat as you switch sides. Good, switching sides again. And then coming right back into the opposite side. Let's go one more time to the right. So both knees come over towards the right side, internal rotation of the left, and then bring both knees over to the left side, internal rotation of the right. Go ahead and flip back over. This time we're gonna come into quadruped, facing forward, and we're gonna do some fire hydrants. So keep your back nice and flat, lift the right leg out to the side like there's a fire hydrant, pause. Slowly bring right knee down, and switch over to the left. So we'll just keep alternating right to left. What you're trying to not do is lean over into the opposite side that the knee is coming up. Lifting over on the left side, back is flat, pressing into both hands, lifting over on the right. Good, right knee comes down. Let's do left side one more time. Lifting up, lowering down, and then coming down onto your back. Now Meagan is gonna move into toe touches. Abia is gonna keep her knees bent, dropping heels down to the mat, activating the core. So keeping a 90-degree bend in the knees. Otherwise, if you're taking the advance, you're just reaching opposite hand towards opposite toe. Coming up, lowering down. What's this working?
The core.
Heck yeah, it is.
The core for sure.
The core for sure. Let's do one more on each leg, Megan. One more on the left, one more on the right. And then go ahead and re-bend the knees, put the hands out the side like a field goal, and we're just gonna do some floor slides. So press the lower back into the mat, press the wrist into the ground, and see if you can just slide the elbows and wrists up and down, making sure to maintain contact between the elbow and the wrist the whole time. Lower back presses into the mat, just reaching up, lowering down. If it helps, you can always put both of your hands in fists, just so that you can maintain a little bit more contact with the ground. Otherwise, coming up, pulling down, reaching up, pulling down, and then go ahead and take a breath. We're gonna come right back up to quadruped so that we're resting on hands and knees. Now, Abia is gonna be reaching one foot back with both hands on the mat. Megan and I are gonna be reaching opposite arm and opposite leg in opposite directions. There's a lot of opposites happening there. Now, when you're reaching, one foot back, press through the heel so that the back heel stays in line with the glutes. You don't want to do a nice big bend in your back, you want to have a nice flat foundation. So just alternating sides, moving through these bird dogs. Let's get one more on each side. So reaching one arm out, back to center, one more time. And then from here, you're just gonna keep both hands and knees on the ground. We're gonna inhale, moving into our cat-cow. So gaze up towards the ceiling, and then tuck, chin into chest, belly button to spine, arching the back, and then inhaling right back to that cow position. Exhale, tucking everything in, pressing into the hands, pressing into the shins. Inhale up. So we're just warming up the spine with some flexion and extension. Use the breath to help you. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck everything in. Nice. Now from here, go ahead and sit on your heels facing forward. Put the hands in fists, nice strong fist with the thumbs over the knuckle, and you're just gonna start to roll in the forward direction. So anytime we're doing workouts, I feel like we always forget about the wrist.
Yeah.
Not today.
Okay, good.
Not today, right?
Nope, not
today.
today.
But not today. Rolling forward, now let's just go ahead and reverse the direction. So while we're sitting here, just maintaining a good posture, keep the core engaged, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky, and just rolling the wrist. I think after this, we're gonna hit it though. I feel it coming,
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and shake it out. Now come on up to stand. Now everything that we do from here is gonna be pretty active and jumpy. Okay. So if you ever feel like you need to slow down, all good.
Okay.
Starting over here on the left side of our mat, what Megan and I are gonna do is we're gonna laterally hop from one side to the other. What Abia can do is step from one side to the other for whatever's comfortable with her. But if you wanna take the challenge, you're just gonna leap and switch sides, trying to balance on that outside leg as you switch sides. Trying to get height, but also trying to get length as you move from side to side. Woo, nice. Now the balance happens by bringing opposite elbow towards opposite knee. Chest stays up, hips stay low, and knees stay bent. Let's get one more on each side. One more over here, one more again, and then go ahead and break real quick. Now from here, we're gonna move towards our squat jacks. So Abia, what I want you to do is squat out to one side, come back to center, and then squat to the other side. What Megan and I are gonna do is we're just gonna move a little quicker by coming in and out. Chest always stays up, knees always drive out, and you always use the breath. So dropping the hips low, and when I say the hips, I mean the tailbone drops straight down, but the heart stays up. Light feet in the center. Let's do one more, and then go ahead and do a quick rest. Now the next one, what I want you to do are up downs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move quick feet, and then we're gonna drop a squat.
Got it.
When she drops a squat, Megan and I are gonna drop down to the mat. So 1, 2, 3, drop, lift. 1, 2, 3, drop, lift. 1, 2, 3. This is really getting the heart rate up, right? Quick feet. That's it exactly, and drop. Good, coming up. 3, 2, 1. Good, let's get one more in there. 3, 2, 1. Drop, pop up, quick rest. Whew. Nice job. Good. Nice job. Good? Feel a sweat a little.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do a quick recovery, and then we're gonna do all of those all over again.
Great.
Starting with the lateral hops right into the squat jacks and the quick feet. So we'll start all the way over on the left side of our mat. You're just gonna step them in 3, 2, 1. Hopping over. Good. So make sure to keep the chest up, and you're really trying to balance on that one foot. Elbows up, chest is up, knees stay bent so that you can absorb that landing. Nice. Big leap. See if you can hop up and over, up and over. Woo. Feel it burn in the outside in a good way. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Go ahead and take a quick recovery. Woo. Now we're gonna move right into our squat jacks in 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Coming together and out. So I wanna have light feet the entire time I'm doing these. Contrary to popular belief, squats actually work the quads more than they work the glutes. So in about 15 seconds, we're gonna be feeling this in our thighs.
Yes,
it's all good. Back and out, make sure the heart stays up and the knees stay out. Light landing in the feet, we'll do 3, 2, 1, right into quick feet, here we go. And we're gonna drop in 3, 2, 1, drop. Right back up, quick feet. 3, 2, 1. Pops up, quick feet. 3, 2, 1. Heart rate's coming up, sweat's coming out.
Yep.
We got 3, 2, drop. Let's do 5 seconds right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, drop. Good, we got 3 more left. Quick feet for 3, 2, 1. One more. Quick feet for 3, 2, 1. Oh, pop up. Rest.
Yes.
Woo, nice job. Let's take a quick water break.
I like that.
It is so important to hydrate because it can improve your performance, right?
Yes.
Hydration station. All right.
Love water.
Let's go ahead and pick up our weights. Setting up for the first exercise. Now, feet are hip distance apart. Elbows stay into the ribs. You're just gonna push up and lower right back down. Pushing up, lowering down. Now when you push up, make sure you don't lose the spine by arching the belly forward or letting the weights go overhead, meaning back up overhead. Keep everything strong in the center, lowering down and pushing up. Nice. Push up towards the ceiling, pull down, almost like your elbows are sliding down a glass mirror. Lifting up and lowering down. Nice, let's do one more. Perfect, pull them down. Now let's face this right wall. We're gonna come into our deadlifts. So feet are hip distance apart, keeping a nice flat back. You're just gonna hinge at the hips, lowering the weights down just as the wrist passed the knee. That's when you're gonna come right back up to standing. Lowering down, good, coming right back up. So press the hips straight back, nice flat back. Good, coming all the way up, lowering down again. Nice, so keep those up, nice flat back, good. Perfect, come up to standing, love it, excellent job. Tailbone reaches back, nice flat back, there you go. Excellent job, filling it in the glutes and hamstrings, nice flat back, lifting up, excellent. Lowering down, coming right back up. Now let's go ahead and come on down to the mat for our skull crushers. So we're gonna sit with our knees bent, hold on to the weights, extend the arms straight up to the ceiling. Now notice how your elbows are just in that nice solid position right over the shoulder. From there, bend the elbow and then extend the arm. So you wanna make sure that the shoulders stay right where they are, the elbows stay right where they are, and you're just hinging at the elbow joint, bending the elbow, extending the arm, pressing the lower back into the mat, good. Bending and extending, bringing the weights down, pushing them right back up towards the ceiling, bending the elbows, lifting up. Last one, extend the arm and then safely pull the elbows down by the ribs. Now place the weights right on top of the hip bones. We're gonna move into our glute bridges. So my head stays on the mat. I'm just gonna lift my hips up towards the ceiling and then lower them right back down. Hips come up towards the ceiling, let your lower back touch the mat, and then pressing up again through the feet. Coming up, keep the core engaged, lowering down, lifting hips up, pressing into the feet, lowering down. We're coming up for 2. Pause at the top, engage the glutes, lower down. Last one, hips come up, slowly lower down. Good, now go ahead and abandon your left weight, put it off to the side. We're gonna do a sit-up with an overhead reach. So, Abia, all you're gonna do is you're just gonna do a classic crunch.
Got it.
And then Megan and I, we're gonna do a sit-up, reach the weight up overhead, lower right back down. So lifting up, press overhead, lower down. Inhale up, reach, lower down, coming up, pressing up, lowering down, lifting up. So if you can, on those sit-ups, keeping the weight as close as you can to your chest. Let's come up for 2, reach, pull down, last one, lifting up, reaching overhead, and then go ahead and rest. Nice. Whew, how's that? Good?
Awesome.
Now, we're gonna do all of those exercises all over again. Okay. So we're gonna start with the strict press, the deadlift, skull crushers, all that jazz. Shall we?
Yeah, we shall.
Okay, standing up nice and strong. Reach the arms up overhead, pull down, reaching up, pulling down. Good. Extend up, biceps by the ears, pull the elbows down. It's almost like there's a mirror right in front of my elbows, and I want to press my elbows into that mirror. Trying not to hyperextend the back as you extend overhead, keeping the core nice and tight. Slight bend in the knees. Good. Pushing up, lowering down. Reaching up, bicep is reaching for the ear, lowering down. Pushing up to the ceiling. Good. Let's do one more. Reaching up, and then pulling down. Nice. Moving into our deadlifts. Again, hips go back. Nice. And then slowly come back up to standing. Lowering down. Good. Flat back. Lifting up. Good. Press the tailbone back. Keep the back flat. Now press through the feet and come right back up to standing. Hips go back. Wrist passes my knee, and then I start to lift up again. Lowering down. Nice. Pressing up. Good. Let's do two more. Coming up to standing. Last one. Comes up to standing, and then down to the mat for our skull crushers. So laying on our backs, knees bent, arms extend up, straight up, bend the elbows, extend the arm. Make sure that the lower back presses into the mat, extending the arm. So the triceps, they function as an extensor of the elbow. So in this extended position, that's where my triceps are activated fully. So as I lower down and I work on pulling or pushing the weights up towards the ceiling, fully getting the back of the arm workout. Bending elbow for 3, extending arm. For 2, extending arm. Last one. Good. Now we're just gonna place the weights right on top of the hips, and then we're lifting up into our glute bridge, lowering down. Hips come up, lowering down, let the lower back touch the mat, lifting up, lowering down, good. Hips come up, lowering down, pressing through the ground, shoulders stay on the mat, try not to extend the back, that way the core stays engaged. Lowering down, good, let's get 3, lower down, 2, nice. Last one, gazes up to the ceiling, lift up, lower down, go ahead and abandon the left leg. We're gonna do our sit-up with an overhead press. Lifting up, pressing up over, yeah, lowering down, coming up for the sit-up, reaching up overhead with the one weight, lowering right back down. Modification, if you need it, you're just doing that classic crunch with the weight hugged into the chest. Lowering down, crunching up, extending overhead, nice. Lowering down, comes up, reach, coming down. Let's see if we can get 2, reach up overhead, lower down, controlled. Last one, comes up, reach, and then break, nice. Quick recovery, start right back over at the top, okay?
Awesome.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Whew, how are you feeling out there? We have 7 seconds, shake out the arms, rolling back. Feet are gonna start with hip distance apart, slight bend in the elbow, tuck the tailbone under, weights up, reach up, lower down. Push, and then pull. Reaching up, lowering down. So again, always maintaining that tension through the core. That way you can support weights being up overhead. Reaching up. Good, now let's go ahead and hold this top position. Take a quick glance at the wrists, make sure that they're straight. Good, now pull down, reaching up for 3. Pulling down, good. Give me 2, reach up. Pull down, good. Last one, push up. Lower down right into our deadlifts. So again, flat back, hinging at the hips, lowering down, hips stay high. I'm gonna press through the ground to bring me right back up to standing. So keeping the slightest bend in the knee, letting the work happen at the hip. Lowering down, good. Coming right back up, nice. Lowering down, coming right back up. Keeping the back nice and flat, driving the ground away from you. Good. Let's get 2 more. Let's get our last one. And then we're gonna come right down to the mat for our skull crushers. So sitting down in the mat with the knees bent, you're gonna reach the hands up overhead, bend the elbows, and then extend the arms. Bending elbows, extending arms. Now, as you're doing these extensions, see if you can press your lower back into the mat and your head is in the mat. Lowering down, extending up. Bending at the elbow, extending weights up towards the ceiling. lowering, good. Let's get one more of these. Bend the elbow, extend the arms. Now go ahead and place the weights right on top of the hip bones, right into your glute bridge. Hips come up, lower down. Hips up, engage the glutes at the top, lower down. Lower back touches the mat at the bottom. Lift up, hold the top, lower down. Good. Lifting up, lowering down. Press through the feet, hips up, lower down. Awesome job. Lifting up, lowering down. How are those glutes?
Good.
Good. Awesome. Let's do two more together. Hips come up, lower down. Last one, hips up, tailbone down. Drop one of the weights, coming into our sit-ups with an overhead press. So sitting up, reaching overhead, or taking the modification, which is just holding the one dumbbell to your chest, doing the classic crunch. Lifting up. Now, if you're somewhere in between the crunch and the overhead press, you can always just work on just the crunch without the overhead press, but you'll still lower down, lifting up. If you have the overhead press, reach up, lower down. Coming up, reach up overhead, lower down. Good, give me two more. Coming up, reach up overhead, lower down. Nice, last one. Come all the way down and then rest. Whew, nice job. How's that?
Good.
All right. So from here, we're gonna burn everything out. The next exercises are all 1 minute each, and we're just gonna keep going. So first exercise, feet hip distance apart, shoulders stacking over the hips. We're gonna slowly lower down to a squat, extend the legs, now curl, and then you're just gonna push right up towards the ceiling, pull down, open up, lower down, chest stays up, curl, push up, pull down, extend the arms, lowering down for the squat, extending through the legs, then curl, push up, pull down, good. Lowering down, nice. Now we're in the groove. Curl, push, pull, extend, lowering down. Just staying right with that whole motion. Whenever you squat, make sure that the knees drive out. They're tracking over the toes. Coming down for the squat, chest stays up, driving the ground away from you. Now, whenever you do that bicep curl, try not to swing the arms. Elbows stay in tight to the ribs. Push up, pull down, extend, and then lower. Coming up, curl, push. Nice. How do those feel?
Great. So good.
Total body,
Solid.
right? Curl, push, pull, open, and drop. Nice. Now from there, we're gonna move into our renegade rows. So we're gonna come down to a plank position. You can be on your knees with the hips forward, or plank position, feet are the width of the mat. All you're gonna do is pull the elbow up towards the sky, lower right back down, alternating sides. So as far as the gaze goes, see if you can gaze right in front of the mat. That way the neck stays in a nice neutral position. When you're doing these renegade rows, try not to let your hips sway too much. The wider your feet are, the better of a base you'll have. So pulling up, wrist comes right to the ribs. Pulling up, lowering down. Ooh, it's a doozy, huh? Woo,
Yes.
a lot is happening. So if it's helpful, have your weights at a 45-degree angle as opposed to straight up and straight down. Pulling up, lowering down. Woo, a lot of balance.
So many things.
A lot of core. Breathing, nice. Keep the quads and the glutes engaged. Not only that, and the core. Ooh, yeah. Whew. And rest. Oh man. Whew.
Yeah, I'll clap to that.
How's that?
Good.
Awesome. So research shows that deep breathing for just 30 seconds helps lower blood pressure and helps bring the heart rate down. So let's give that gift to ourselves right now as we cool it on down. Sitting on your heels, go ahead and let the eyes close. Whatever's in the long side out. Now on a 4 count, take a deep breath in. So 4, 3, 2, 1, sigh it out. Good. Inhale on a 4, 3, 2, 1, sigh it out. Good. Now inhale on a 4, 3, 2. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale on a 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale on a 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale on a 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale on a 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale on a 6, 5, 4, nice. 3, 2, 1. Inhale on a 4, 3, 2, hold for a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale on a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale on a 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold for a 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth, side out. How's that? Good. Good? Awesome. So let's go ahead and lay on our right sides. Knees are at a 90-degree bend. Bring both hands together. You can let the head rest on the ground or you can elevate the head up. But we're just gonna take that top arm and trace the outline all the way over towards the back wall, open up the chest, and then you're gonna slowly wind right back towards the front. So palms come together in the front, and then bringing that arm all the way up and over, reaching towards the back wall, open up the chest, both palms to the ceiling, slowly coming right back to the front. Now let's go ahead and switch over onto the other side. So bring the shins parallel to the mat, thighs parallel to the top of the mat. Extend both arms out in front of you, palms on top of each other, palms facing each other, and then slowly trace all the way up and around, opening up the chest, gaze is over towards the back wall, come right back towards the front, retracing that arc, reaching all the way up, over and around. Oh, open up the chest, come right back towards the front, and we'll do it one more time. Bring the arm all the way up and around, open up the chest. Good, and then coming right back to center, and then go ahead and push yourself up to a seated position. Let's face this right wall. We're gonna come into a butterfly stretch. So if you're super tight like me, knees can be up high, you can hold on to the ankles, or you can clasp hands, putting them underneath the feet. And all you're doing is you're sitting up tall, and then as you exhale, see if you can pull the knees down towards the mat. Nice, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, pull the knees down. Inhale, lengthen spine. You can close the eyes if you want, I got the count. Side out. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, drive knees down. Nice, let's do one more of those. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drive the knees down. Good. Let's go ahead and come down onto the mat. Now you're just gonna place the right foot just above the left knee. And then you're gonna lift the right leg up, grabbing underneath the right thigh, letting the head rest on the mat. Keep both feet flexed. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release both feet down to the mat. And then place the right foot just above the left knee with a flexed foot, bringing toes in towards the shins. Lift the left foot up off the ground, grabbing underneath the left thigh. Flex both feet. Don't point the toes, protect the knee. And then just breathe. How's that? Whew, needed it. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Another inhale, letting it go. Nice. Now go ahead and bring both feet down to the mat, over onto the left side, push yourself up to a seated position, and we're just gonna straighten the legs out towards the right. We're gonna do a forward fold, so inhale, lengthen spine, reach arms up overhead, and then slowly forward fold, reaching for the toes, the shins, the knees, the ankles, whatever you can hold onto. Now each time you breathe here, inhale, lift the ribs away from the hips, and then exhale, forward fold. And you're just gonna continue on with those breaths. Inhale, lifting ribs away from hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ribs from hips. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Wiggle the toes. Last breath in this stretch. Side out. Now put the hands on the mat, slowly walk yourself up, and then we're gonna bring the feet behind us, coming into a child's pose. So sit on the heels with the big toes together, reach the hands out in front of you, bring the forehead down to the mat, take a deep breath in, and sigh it out. Whew. Winding down. See if you can spread the fingers, reaching further out on the mat, deep breath in, sigh it out. Just melting into that position, feeling the lower back relax. Deep breath in, let it go. Another inhale. Now press the hands into the mat, slowly walk yourself up, and then we're gonna come perpendicular to our mats, and we're gonna lay down on the mat. Now, right arm is gonna reach straight up to the right side. I'm gonna bring my left hand underneath my left armpit, And then I'm just gonna slowly roll over, opening up my right chest. So if I can, I'll take my gaze up towards the ceiling, pressing into my left hand, spreading my right hand nice and wide. Good. Take a deep breath in, side out. Let's slowly switch sides. Reach the left hand out towards the left side of the mat. Bring the right hand underneath the right armpit. Slowly open up. You can let the head rest on the mat, or you can keep the head elevated. Peeling the knee open towards the ceiling and just really allowing the breath to open you up. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Good. Last breath in, side out. Slowly come back to center. Push yourself up. We're gonna sit on our heels again. You can sit in a cross-legged position if you'd like. Now, all you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Reach the left hand out to the side in a fist, and then take the right hand and put it right on top of the head. Take an inhale, and an exhale. Good. Take the right hand off, put it in a fist, and then take the head over towards the left side. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Deep breath in, side out. Another inhale, bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Last breath in. And let it go. Go ahead and release, shake it out. Nice. So, click on the exercise tab in your Fitbit app to see the impact that this workout had on your daily total active minutes. How do you guys feel?
So good.
Yeah? Thanks for working out with us, and we'll see you next time.